about it.
It was amazing. I had the best seasonings in it. It was awesome.
What'd you put in it?
Garlic, onion, green pepper, Italian seasoning, oregano, parsley,
amazing,
and spaghetti sauce.
in a jar.
Meat. I don't care. It was ragu. It was amazing. I love ragu.
Oh my goodness.
Don't knock it. You don't even eat any, so you don't even know. It was amazing.
If you say so.
Yeah, it was really good.
Welcome to episode 21 of the Tay and Tristan Hour.
Yeah.
We were just talking about your spaghetti.
It was amazing. Amazing. Me and Johnny tore that up.
I'm sure it was. I believe you.
Yeah. You should have had some.
No.
You used to eat my cooking all the time. What happened?
I still do.
No, you don't.
It just depends on what you make.
He does not eat my cooking anymore.
I don't like spaghetti unless it's made by a real Italian.
Okay. Okay.
That's all. And you're not one of those.
Wow. Okay.
I'm just saying.
I bet if your grandmother made it, you would eat it.
No, I wouldn't.
I don't put all that stuff in it because it...
Pull the mic closer to you.
Acidity.
I don't like spaghetti.
She hates it.
I just don't like spaghetti
I don't
unless
put all that acidity stuff in it.
What acidity stuff?
Acid, reflux. All the
Like garlic.
Yeah, I can't stand garlic. I used to could, not anymore. I guess my stomach or something.
That's amazing. It's so good.
I'm sure it is.
It was. Because we went shopping earlier. He took me shopping. And then we had to go grocery shopping. And I hadn't had spaghetti for a while. So I was like, I'm going to make some. It's just good. It hit the spot.
Speaking of spaghetti, why don't you give us some wellness tips?
So 2 wellness tips for this week. The first one is to plan things to look forward to.
Oh, that's a good one.
It is, right? So if you're planning things to look forward to, that could be anything. Go for a walk, go visit something around town, go shopping, anything. I don't care, whatever it is, but you have to plan things to look forward to because we work hard during the week or, whatever life is throwing at you. You need to plan out your weekend, or if you work during the weekend, you need to plan something, on your days off, something fun, to look forward to. We live in Florida, so, sometimes we have beach days. I don't know. When's the last time you went to the beach, Tristan?
I don't know. I don't care.
I'm not. Man, the whole point of like a podcast is to have conversation. You're always like, I don't know. I don't care. That, you really don't care. Maybe that's because you're younger, but as you get older, you're going to really appreciate
what, the beach?
I think I like so.
I like
the calmness of it.
I do like the beach. I enjoy going to the beach.
So why just that answer like, I don't know. I don't care. That's exactly what you said, isn't it?
Because there ain't nothing on the beach but sand and...
You said as you get older, you would appreciate it more. She does not appreciate it.
Because Mom doesn't like the beach. Some people don't like it.
Sun burns you.
That's true. There are some drawbacks. But I do like going to the beach. I do. I don't have an urge to go there all the time. But
no.
If I find myself there, I'm not going to complain. It's beautiful.
Okay. Yeah.
The water, I guess.
Yes, the water's... Yes, it's lovely. Even if you don't go out into the water, it's still lovely to look at. I think you guys take it too literal.
What do you mean take it too literal? I just said I just said I enjoy going to the beach.
Talking about Mom.
And I've gone in the water. I've gone into the ocean far way further than you have.
How far?
You did. Tristan went the very.
To your knees.
Oh my
No,
God. He
like-
went out further than that.
To my neck.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, the look of concern on her face.
I wish I had a different type of camera that could automatically zoom into mom's face, because she just had this look like, when did this happen? And why wasn't I told? So yeah, before we moved out here, Tristan, we went to Clearwater, and
years ago.
Our very first trip to Florida.
I was like
think.
12 years old or something.
No, you were younger. No, you were
No, I
about
wasn't.
12.
Yeah.
And Tristan went out to the beach, and I was like terrified. I was like, yeah, I knew Tristan could swim. But Johnny's like, oh, he's fine. He's fine. But he went all the way.
You know, there's hard currents out there, and that water go out so far. Don't you know that?
Why did you tell her that?
The ocean has got all them hard currents in them. That's, you know.
Well, I didn't know at the
drag
time.
you out in it or something.
I didn't know. I was a child.
We told you that.
I don't remember
I was
that.
freaked out you went out that far.
I remember I was wearing my AC/DC shirt from Walmart, and I got in the water, and I went way far out there, like further than anybody. There might have been like one or two people that were further than me, but it was almost like out to like where you're supposed to stop. Like
he went out far.
Yeah. I don't know what those things are called that they have in the water.
They had like these tall, like it looked like a pillar kind of thing. Like it was like, where you don't go past this point.
Yeah.
Because the water was really rough. And then I was like, I don't know. I was like, he's out there really far. But I think it went out so far where you could still you were out there, but you weren't like, it wasn't like so extremely deep, because you could still kind of walk. Because you could go out miles, I think, before it drops off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I mean,
maybe
he was out with that beach we were at, because Tristan was out there far, and I mean far. He was out there ways. I was like, you need to come back.
I'm telling you.
And I was like, Tristan, like, you need to come back, because he was 12.
Could have swooped you down underneath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God was with him. He was fine.
No, he wasn't fine either.
He's still here.
I know, but that's not fine to keep doing that, because they might have bad currents. You know, the water doesn't stay calm all the time.
Mommy,
no,
fine.
No, it doesn't. But I wasn't thinking about that. I was just having fun, and I wanted to go out far.
It was Tristan's first time at the beach. It was Tristan's first time seeing the ocean. He wanted to go out there, so we let him go out there. And Johnny we were watching him. There was a lifeguard there. He was fine. But I was concerned too, and I wanted to make sure.
Johnny can't. Tristan started drowning. He can't go out there and save him.
Well, this was years ago, Graham. This isn't today. This didn't happen last week. This was years ago.
I know, but it don't matter. You have to have somebody that can save you.
Well, there were
a lifeguard or something.
There was a lifeguard on the beach.
Yeah.
Mom, it was like 11 years ago. God,
I did almost.
Why did you tell her that?
I did almost drown one time, seriously.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
No, but it wasn't at the beach. I'll explain. So I think I was probably like 6 years old, and I was staying with Aunt Kelly and Travis, and we went to a pool, and it's just like it was a pretty big pool too, and they had lifeguards and stuff, and I was like in this end of the pool all by myself, where it went to like 6 feet or something.
You told me this.
And I went into like the 6 foot, and then I started to like I couldn't keep my head above the water.
Because the current's
Tristan,
hard.
that wasn't the current. He was in a pool.
It was a pool.
It doesn't matter. Water will pull you down.
Well, it was.
I know.
They all do, you know.
I know.
It was pulling me down, and the lifeguard was right there too. The lifeguard is literally like right there to the left, and I was like putting my hand like. And,
oh my god!
And the lifeguard didn't see me. The lifeguard had no idea he didn't see me. I think it might have. I don't know if it was.
How did you get out of that?
I don't know. I somehow just made it to where I could get my feet down. Or either that or I swam to the edge or something.
Oh my gosh, Tristan.
I don't know, but I almost drowned.
Yeah, because you could swim.
No, I couldn't. I was 6. I didn't know
But
how to swim.
we taught you after Johnny taught you to swim.
Yeah,
After
that
that
was 6 years old. I didn't know how to
Yeah.
swim.
Yeah, Johnny taught you after that.
God
Yeah.
just took you to the.
God took care of you. That's all that's what that was. God took care of you.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
But-
So Jesus. Okay, well you're here now. So that's the main thing. So plan things to look forward to, but don't go out into the water and drown or anything
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah,
Be
don't do
safe.
Unless you
Do-
want to.
Do safe things. So like last Saturday, I met with my friend and we went to the Lightner Museum in St. Augustine. Fun things. There's so much to do in St. Augustine, so
Well,
do something
just
fun.
you and your water jug,
What about it?
because he's got his big water boy's got his big water cup.
What does
Today.
that have to do with
Today.
doing things?
No, I'm just saying stuff. Nothing.
Tristan, will you quit drinking?
But he's drinking.
I'm thirsty.
Oh my gosh,
That's
that is good. So
That's
you
his
have
name.
you
Because got that big water jug.
have maintained wellness tip number 2. I think it was drink plenty of water. So
Yeah.
good for you.
What's the second one?
The second wellness tip is to stay away from smoking and alcohol.
Oh, come on.
Nobody do it.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
Tristan, you drink alcohol.
Once in a while, I have started
Um,
drinking. Like
That
beer
is
and stuff.
definitely a wellness tip. There's nothing wrong with that. That's a perfect one. Plan things to look forward to and stay away from smoking and
Stop
alcohol.
drinking.
It's absolutely, this is wellness month. So yes, you definitely want to do that.
No, yeah, I agree.
Don't buy.
And
beer in the
and see
store.
and because you're and I see why you don't want me to say that, because vaping is a form of smoking.
No, it's fine.
So I mean, because people will say, well, I'm smoking, I'm vaping, but I'm not smoking. Now there's people who smoke and they vape, but it is just, this is a part of wellness month. So if you do smoke, try to cut down and incorporate some healthier habits into your routine. So that's a part of it.
Yeah, or just start smoking something else.
No, or just don't smoke at all.
Just don't do
Okay,
it at all.
that's the best thing to do.
Yeah.
Like I quit smoking. 5 years ago. It's 5 years ago this month in August. I quit smoking.
Oh, wow.
Yay! Yes. So I have not smoked a cigarette in 5 years.
Well, that's good.
I quit with Chantix.
Mm-hmm.
I had to do medication, but it definitely helped.
Yeah.
That's what?
Chantix. I used Chantix. It's a medication that was prescribed by my doctor, to help me quit. So you can still smoke on it, but you had to quit. You have to set a quit date. Like 5 or 10 days or whatever after you start taking the medication.
Mm-hmm.
It just makes the cigarettes taste nasty, and then it's a psychological thing. Like and then.
Yeah.
After you stop smoking, then you just keep taking the medication. And then after a while, I stopped taking the medication. And then I just never picked up a pack
Just
of
don't want
cigarettes.
to smoke.
And I won't even go in, like, I won't even go in and buy a pack of cigarettes for, like, Johnny or anything. I just won't go buy it. I don't want to go buy a pack of cigarettes. It's like a trigger. I don't like to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Man, I'll tell you, there was nothing like a good cigarette after a hard day at school. And I would walk home.
I'm
from school,
sure there
and I
was
would
not
walk
for
the
you.
dog. I'd walk the dog, light up that cool menthol, or that you were smoking Camels at that time.
You
menthol
stole my
Camels.
Camel cigarettes. Yes, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
And I just walk the dog and smoke a cigarette. Watch everybody ride home from school. That was nice. The sun was setting. It was beautiful. Sometimes, listen, you shouldn't smoke
Camel
cigarettes.
cigarettes are strong. It's a strong cigarette.
I
Well,
smoked
no,
the
the Camels were like any other. Because before Camels used to be, that was like the cigarette that didn't have a filter in it.
Yeah.
But then eventually they had to put filters
Lucky
on.
Strikes. Lucky Stripe? Was it Lucky Stripe or Lucky Strikes?
Lucky Strikes.
No, it's Lucky Stripe, isn't it? I don't
Lucky
know.
Stripe.
Lucky Strike.
Was it Strike? I don't know. Hang on. I got.
Lucky Strike.
I think they were Lucky Strike.
Lucky Strikes cigarettes.
Well, what's so special about those?
I don't know.
Because I think those were like the really strong. Lucky Strike. Those were like the really strong cigarettes.
Mhm.
I know that because that was way before you was born. Lucky Strikes.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
should
you
have
get
listened
the
to Mom.
word.
She knows. She knows what they are. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what they were. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, that was but yeah, you should never I smoke. You should never started smoking. I wish I never would have. But I'm glad that I quit. So definitely.
Yeah.
So plan something fun to do this month. We all need a mental health day. And just
And they
limit
used to have
alcohol
cool.
and
They
tobacco
used to have
intake for
cool
sure.
cigarettes too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
Did
smoked
you
cools.
forget?
Yeah, I smoked every different kind. I smoked menthol and non-menthol. And I'm so much I'm so glad I just
Now,
don't
now
anymore.
let me ask you a question. Why cool over Newport?
For me, Newports were expensive and they were extremely strong. Like Cools were strong, but they were not like Newports. I just couldn't get with Newports. I just couldn't do it. Everybody's different. I just didn't like it. They made my chest hurt. I couldn't do it.
Did you ever smoke Black and Milds?
Yes, I did.
I had that phase too.
And you're my child. I don't know what else to say. I maybe passed on some terrible traits to you.
No, well, it became cool because there's this rapper. There's this rapper called Kodak Black.
Yes.
He's like famous for smoking Black and Milds.
Yep.
So then everybody started smoking Black and Milds.
But I used to smoke.
And we used to inhale them too.
But I used to smoke. I would even smoke like a regular cigar.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I've never had like an
Yeah,
actual.
I would smoke a regular cigar. But my dad smoked regular cigar. He like the big cigars.
Yeah.
And I would smoke a regular cigar.
Well, yeah. Though I mean, but those are better than smoking cigarettes. Those are
Yeah.
healthier than cigarettes.
But I wouldn't, now. But yeah, I used to.
I would smoke cigars. I think, like just once in a while. They're not like cigarettes are full of, chemicals and stuff. But like a
Right.
real cigar is just raw tobacco wrapped in a tobacco leaf.
Yeah.
It's the most natural form of it.
Yeah. Yeah. But I just don't want to have any of that in my body anymore. Alcohol or tobacco. So
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm past that.
Would you drink a fake beer?
No.
Like one that doesn't have alcohol free?
No, I wouldn't. No. Because I'm in recovery, so no, I
What's the point of that?
wouldn't do that. Well, some people like the taste of beer, and then some people that are in recovery, they still are whether they're trying to wean themselves off of alcohol, they at least want to have a little bit of, even if it's a low percentage of alcohol, maybe it's not as much as they were consuming, so they want to have a little bit.
Yeah.
But then some people really do like the taste of beer. I don't know why people drink it for zero. I don't know. But they do.
Mm-hmm.
I assume that's because people like the taste.
I guess so.
So, but yeah, I don't want to have anything to do with that. Even though I would have no desire,
Mm-hmm.
because whenever I drink to get drunk.
Yeah.
So I would have no desire to drink a non-alcoholic beverage.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Well, that's fine.
Nope.
That's well.
And I was a wine drinker too, anyway.
Yes, she was.
You knew that.
Mm-hmm.
And beer, but
And most people,
Tristan drank my beer.
when they have beer, they have a cigarette.
They do.
Oh,
they
yeah.
They go hand in hand,
Hand in
and so
hand.
that's
Oh.
why you have to
Beer
kind
and
of like, yeah, they do, and that's why look, Tristan's like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm doing after this podcast.
No.
But no, I know that. But yeah,
But I used to do that.
But yeah, that's why it's hard for people to kind of like break the cycle, I think, a little bit. Or if some people give up one, they give up both. Or some people can give up one and they never quit smoking.
Mm-hmm.
Or some people will give up smoking, but they don't want to quit drinking. I mean, it's just kind of, yeah, it's weird. But yeah, they do go hand in hand. Same thing with cigarettes and coffee.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I gave up cigarettes. I still drink my coffee. But I had to kind of learn, just change mentally how to enjoy coffee without having a cigarette with it, and to kind of enjoy the taste of it. And I love it. So it's just, but I don't drink as much coffee, I've noticed,
Mm-hmm.
since I don't smoke.
Yeah.
I'll have 1 cup of coffee and that's it.
Well, good.
And I'm good with that. So yeah.
Well, those are good wellness tips.
Yeah. Yeah, I love it.
And speaking of taste, um, so mom has this weird fetish um, for mukbangs, and she kind of wants to go into that.
I
What?
don't. We.
And you know, I hear it constantly
What?
just from my room. She has it on the TV on full blast. There's somebody
I do not.
somebody eating crab legs. Just
Oh my gosh. This all
so-
started. Okay. So it's not a fetish. We're going to get that straight right now. It is not a fetish. Okay. So it all started with the, what was the seafood stuff?
what, the seafood boil?
Yes. But there was it's a mix that was.
Seafood boil.
No, it was really, really popular and they sell it on Amazon and it was Bee Loves. It was Bee Loves, like the seasoning that she makes. And so I started watching, and people would make mukbang videos with her seasoning for like the dip that you would put like boiled eggs in and like the crab legs and shrimp and all that stuff. And they would dip it in it, you know. And so I was like, oh, that looks really good. And so, and once again, I don't have a fetish with this. So I was like, look, and I love seafood. So I would watch it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, wow. And I'm thinking, I'm just looking at it for the food. What I have found to be, I was like, why am I watching this and finding this entertaining?
Mm-hmm.
Something about it is entertaining. And I felt like the more I watched it, I was like, man, this really making me hungry. But I recognize, like, I never went and bought seafood or ever bought like the stuff to make it. But I would sit there and watch it and be like, man, this is like really entertaining and it's kind of like enjoyable. But the one thing about those videos that really kind of just drives me crazy is the sound that people make when they're chewing. It really is kind of weird because it's like disgusting, but it's enjoyable at the same time. So I don't know what's wrong with me. Or with a lot of people who enjoy them. I don't know. It's weird. It's very strange.
Let me explain to Grandma because she probably doesn't know what it is. So a mukbang
Yes.
is a Korean word,
Mm-hmm.
and it translates to eating show.
Yeah.
Eating
Show. It's
eating
basic.
show.
Yeah. So a mukbang, when somebody does a mukbang, they're just eating on camera
Oh,
for people to watch.
like that guy.
Yeah, like the fat. Yeah, I was showing them Nick Cacado avocado videos. So I'm sure
Yes.
people know who that is.
Okay.
But yeah.
It's very, interesting.
Yeah, some of them eat like they're a pig. Eating, slurping.
Oh,
and
my
shit.
God.
Well, yeah,
They do.
that's part of the entertainment of it, though. Is somebody just like getting all messy?
Yeah, slurping and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
But she don't do that bad.
I don't know, because I've seen like the one with Bee Loves is like they be tearing up that seafood, and I'm just like, man, that looks really good, but it'd be all running down their chin. I was like, ew, just like, and they're like all over the bowl eating, and it's just like, man, it's just like
Slurping.
But I'm actually looking at the food itself. I'm like not.
So you watch these videos for the food?
Yeah, like I don't want to watch. And then they're like the sound of food being chewed and stuff. It's just like that's not appealing to me.
But you just said it was, I thought.
No, the sounds that they make is not appealing. Looking at the food is appealing.
Yeah.
I think there is something appealing about it to you.
I don't know. I don't know if it is or not. I don't know. And if it is, I have to figure out why in my psyche that's appealing. Because I would never want to go on video and eat. And I don't know what made people want to just start making those videos.
Well, it's a Korean thing. It started in Korea.
I know, but why in America are we like, hey, I'm going to go on camera and I'm just going to eat?
Well, it's a popular genre of video. There's a lot of people, they just like to watch people eat, you know? I
Why?
don't know, I can't explain it, but
Why do they? It's,
I don't know, I can't explain it.
I can't explain it either. And I'm a counselor. And I've studied like mental health stuff, and I can't even explain it. I can't explain it. I don't know, but it's interesting because I don't know. Like right before we got on, like we were watching. I was watching the lady. I don't know her name, but she's on TikTok and she eats the In and Out Flying Dutchman burgers and dips it in the Raising Cane sauce.
Hmm.
And she has this huge cup of Raising Cane sauce, which I don't know what that is, but it looks really good.
Sauce.
Well,
It's
it's
sauce,
just
it's like Chick-fil-A sauce.
yeah, but it looks really good.
Yeah.
But she's eating it, and then it's like, and they're like, like this is really good, and it's like, man. And when I'm sitting there, what's going through my mind when I'm sitting there watching it is like, when I'm kind of I'm listening to how they're eating. It's like that noise is kind of. It reminds me of whenever somebody says the word moist. Like it makes me very uncomfortable, but. I don't like that, but I'm thinking, man, I wish there was an In and Out here in Florida. That's what I'm thinking. Like I want a Flying Dutchman burger.
Hmm.
That's what I'm thinking, and I want that Raising Cane sauce. But I
Yeah.
can't stand the sound of listening to people chew and swallow. It does not sound appealing.
But you still watch the videos.
I do, but I don't watch them for a long period of time.
You could just mute it if you didn't like the sound.
That's true. I could do that.
So
I think it would give me the same effect.
I think secretly you do like the sound.
No, I really don't.
I think you do.
I think I don't. I think I don't. No.
I don't know. Well, I mean,
Because it gets annoying because they're like, it's just like, I mean, that would just,
but there's nothing satisfying about it to you.
it
not the chewing. No, I'm looking at the food. I don't
But
think
didn't
there's
you
any-
watch? You used to watch that lady eat pickles. You know that black lady? She
Who?
used to eat the big pickles.
No, I never, I watched her like one time. And she'd be like, I was like, oh my gosh. It's just like, I don't even know how I got turned on to that video.
Well,
There's this lady who used to eat these pickles.
deal.
And it was like I think what was satisfying about that video was like the crunch of the pickle. It wasn't the lady chewing it.
Yeah.
I think sometimes it's like I think maybe the only thing that's satisfying is like with the first bite, like if somebody's biting into something like a piece of food, but the chewing and the actual swallowing is not appealing. It's not. Like if I see somebody that has a Big Mac and that first bite that they take into it because you're crunching into the pickle and the lettuce and all that, like that's appealing, but not listening to somebody swallow it. Right?
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
Well, there's this
Yeah.
there's this TikTok account that I found that I follow, and basically they'll go to like a fast food place, or they might go to multiple fast food places, and you don't see their face. They have like a head cam on or something, and they have like they're in their car, and they have like a tray, and they have gloves, and they just have a bunch of food. And they're like getting all these big containers of like sauce and like dipping a Big Mac in like a big vat of cheese sauce and eating it, and it's just getting everywhere. But there's something entertaining about it because it's like so much food and they're eating it in their car, you know?
Yeah.
But it's not like a regular mukbang because you're not like watching them eat it. You're just like looking at all this delicious food.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't understand those videos. I don't know. It's strange. But it's weirdly entertaining. And it makes you I don't know. I don't know. What do you think, Mom?
No, cause eating like that. It ain't entertaining to me. It just shows you like how people eat all. I don't know, sloppy and stuff. You know, they can't like eat nice.
That wouldn't be entertaining. I'm sure there are people that do that are like trained in etiquette and they like eat something
Yeah.
in like a very
Now I should look up
Yeah.
videos like that because
Etiquette,
I would
yeah.
really. I think that's something I would really like.
watching somebody with etiquette eat.
Yes,
Yeah. Nice.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you never know when you're going to be
That's true.
at a very nice place
Yep.
and need to know
That's right.
what fork do I need. I remember being in school and we had etiquette training. Like we had like dish placement like sets, and you knew what this fork was for. You had like two forks, two different spoons, all these different glasses, and you had to know what was for what.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, I think I would really enjoy videos like that. I think I'm going to look that up after we're done.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Okay.
You never know when you're going to be in a situation like that,
That's
right?
A really nice place, dinner, or it could
Oh,
be
yeah.
anything, you know?
Why not?
Something really, restaurant, real nice restaurant, or even, figure like this. It can be a dinner party like
Yes.
the president's having,
Yes.
Well, what I mean is, like that.
You never know what
You
could
are
be in.
not gonna have dinner with President Trump.
Did
okay?
I say that? Oh, ain't no
You
way
are
I'd have
You are not gonna
dinner
have.
with that old fool.
I may have dinner with President Harris.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, then you have to know how to eat after.
Yeah. So you never know.
Yeah, very nice place or something like that.
Right. There's a lot of 5-star restaurants here that have different place settings like that. And
Yeah.
you don't want to be there. And what if you do get invited? You never know what can happen in
true.
your life. And I would rather watch videos like that are teaching me how to
How
use
to
stuff
do,
like
yeah.
that. And they teach you etiquette rather than sitting there watching somebody
sloppy.
I
and
mean,
stuff.
yeah. It's like, yes, I would absolutely love that.
Well, I'll add this to this conversation. There is somewhat of a sexual deviance added to it. I don't want to say deviance, but a lot of people like to watch specifically fat women
Mm-hmm.
eat food. Like
Yes.
I'm talking like 400-500 pound
Yes.
women on camera, just gorging
Mm-hmm.
themselves,
Yes. Yes.
which is interesting.
That's
Yeah,
a
like
sex
the-
addiction. Yes.
Yeah, like the big women, like 600 pounds.
Yeah,
They like eat stuff 3-4 people can eat
yeah,
meals,
yeah. They do.
not just one thing, one or two things, a whole meal.
hmm
Like they're eating like for 3-4 people.
Yeah.
At once. I mean, one time.
Well, the other thing about that is that people, it's not always just a sexual thing, but there's a lot of bigger people that do that on YouTube, and
Yeah.
a lot of people just watch to wait and see when they're gonna die.
Yeah, and that is, that's a whole nother
Yeah.
thing. Like that is just sick.
Like the guy that I was just showing you. Like a lot
Yeah.
of the people that are watching his videos now, they're just like watching the downfall of this person.
Yeah.
Because they're just eating so much
Yeah.
all the time on camera.
Yeah.
But whenever that's the thing, so like whenever I see that, I don't see that. Like whenever you showed me that video of him and like what he used to look like, and then like where he's at now, it's like, so at what point are you really? So it's a form of self harm, like you're self sacrificing for internet fame.
Mm-hmm.
It's at his detriment, and nobody cares.
Well, I think some people care. And the vast majority of people don't care.
No,
It's just entertaining.
you know what, and the number of people who care is a very small number of people who care, and that's the reality.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the people who are probably closest to him.
Yeah.
They care.
Mm-hmm.
The people out there watching don't care, and that's just the truth of it. I'm sorry,
know.
that's the truth. Because they're watching it, they're not saying, "Oh my gosh," they're thinking, "Yeah, go ahead, do this." If you probably look at a lot of those comments, people who comment on him or whatever, I mean, you might find one or two maybe that are like, "Man, you really need to get help" or whatever, but the most of them are not going to be nice comments.
Yeah.
They're not, and there's thousands of comments on his videos.
Mm-hmm.
It just kind of goes to show you, how
I would,
people really feel
yeah.
about that.
'Cause how would you one feel? Like seeing a person like eat like he's eating spaghetti. I mean, just ugh.
Well, yeah,
All
he's
that
just, but
stuff.
what is,
You
but the
know.
question is like, why is he doing it? Like, you
Yeah.
want
How
fame,
you
but you're just,
just
like, he was smashing the pizza in his face.
and
What, you're doing that for attention. Why?
what? Yeah.
Why? It's not
Well,
just
it
fame.
makes him money also. It
Not
does.
even
No,
And
like
if you
that.
there's
watch,
something more
if
than
you
that.
watch, like there was somebody like a few months ago or last year, they did like a podcast with him or something, and they did a thing where they like spent a week with him or something, and he wasn't. It's not like he's mentally ill or anything. Like he
Right.
knows what he's doing. He knows exactly what he's doing,
Right.
and it makes him money. It does. He has a boyfriend
Yeah.
who basically the same thing has happened to him, not to the same extent as him,
Right.
but they were just these two skinny kids on YouTube. And now I guess his boyfriend decided to follow his footsteps, and he like was eating, like doing mukbangs and stuff with him on his channel, and now they're both huge now,
Yeah.
you know?
And then what's going to be the limit?
And they faked these videos where they like are pretending to break up, like the boyfriend is like saying, "You ruined my life and all this stuff, and you've made me this big fat whale, and it's all your fault." But they never actually break up. Like, it's so crazy. I don't know a lot about it. I sound like I do. I really don't, but it's crazy.
Yeah. I just don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand fame now.
I don't know. How can
I
you?
just I get it, like I understand, like people, I get like certain things of fame. I don't understand why. I don't understand why certain things people do for fame. I don't. They degrade themselves for it. I don't.
They think people like it and people don't like it.
There's other. Yeah, that's very degrading what they do for fame. I'm sorry, it is.
People think it's very
It
disgusting.
is. Yeah.
Disgusting.
I mean, people like like we do podcasting and other people do podcasting and they become famous and some people don't. But certain things that they do, come on, like that's just, if you want to act like that, go try to be an actor. You know what I'm saying? You're
Yeah, but
doing it. You're doing it anyway.
But that's difficult.
Why?
That's hard to be an actor. What do you mean?
It's not hard.
You don't need to. You don't need to.
That's why you think everybody that's an actor in Hollywood just was like, hey, I'm naturally an actor. They had training. A lot of those people had training.
Exactly.
People want instantaneous fame. Nobody wants to work for anything, and so they will do anything they will degrade themselves. They will do things that they'll just, some people will degrade themselves and just do anything because they want instantaneous fame.
Well,
And they don't want to work for it.
How do they think they're going to get fame doing that kind
Well, a
of
lot of people do. They get it really, yeah, they do.
It's easy to be famous now because of the internet.
But it's
Anyone-
not.
it
It's not.
is.
You think that it's easy to be famous?
Yes.
Anybody can be famous.
With the internet, literally anybody. The
ahead.
Haktua girl. You know who the Haktua girl is, don't you?
No,
Come on. I know you've seen it on TikTok. If you've been on TikTok, you've seen it.
I have not. I'm not on TikTok that much.
She's huge now. So this guy was doing like street interviews in Nashville or something, and the guy, he asked this girl, I think her name's Haley. He was like, "What drives a man crazy in bed?" And she said, "You got to give him that Haktua and spit on that thing."
Okay.
I know you've seen that. You've seen that before.
I don't think I've seen that. No.
You just said, "Oh, okay."
I understand what you're saying when you say Haktua.
Yeah.
But I don't. I get it, but I know what you're saying in
But
that. But I don't. I don't
But
think
just
I've seen
that
her.
little clip made her. Everybody knows who she is now. She did a documentary on her life, or like where she's from. She's been on huge podcasts, like other comedians' podcasts.
Yeah.
She's been on people's comedy shows and stuff. Like, she's famous now. She was on the Bill Maher show. She did an interview with Bill Maher from just that one little clip on the internet. That's how easy it is to get famous now.
Yeah. Well.
Not all the time. It's
Well,
not.
no, she caught lightning in a bottle.
So yeah, it's like a
But
sound
still,
bite. It's a sound bite.
exactly.
Yeah.
But people get famous like that.
Yeah. And then so like you have your and then what?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just saying, it's easy.
It's very easy. Yeah. It could be a sound bite, and then you take off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I hope she capitalized on that.
Yeah, I hope so.
I really do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, who knows? Most people.
That is a smart thing to say. I don't know. I don't know. That's why, yeah, because and other people have used that phrase. There was a guy actually on like Fox News who used that to describe Kamala Harris, and this one lady was like, he was like, yeah, she's just a Haktua girl.
Yeah. See,
And then,
people are using the phrase.
Yeah, and then this one lady was like, "Well, hey, no, that's a little harsh, you know." And it's just like, wow, like that's how much people don't like Kamala Harris.
Well, but besides that,
but I mean, he used the phrase.
Somebody
but
on
yeah.
Fox News used what this girl,
Yeah.
she's like my age,
Yeah,
just said in this video.
yeah,
You know.
it's crazy. Yeah, but you're right. I mean, people do. Yeah, but it's amazing that people will become famous for whatever.
But you were saying people degrade themselves.
They do. Some people do. I don't say everybody who's on the internet or TikTok or YouTube does, but there are, like that guy in the video you show. Yeah, like that. I'm sorry, kind of smashing pizza in your face, and
Yeah, don't
I mean that. Watching the couple of clips that you showed me, like I have no interest in watching any more of his videos.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's nothing about that that's entertaining for me.
Yeah.
It don't
And the-
interest nobody.
It doesn't interest me.
Don't interest me because who gonna want to watch all that putting spaghetti in his mouth? Can't even chew and swallow.
Well, people watch it because it's crazy. And it makes them feel better about themselves.
I don't know how.
Because they're like, at least I'm not that bad off. Even though he's rich, he's making money doing that.
Yeah.
But people think
Yeah.
to themselves, like, at least
Well, he is that bad off because he shouldn't be doing that.
well,
Just
maybe
making
not.
a fool out of himself, I think. I don't know.
Well, yeah, but he's getting money from it.
I wouldn't
You
want
know?
to get money from that, doing all that stupid stuff.
Well, no, I wouldn't either. Yeah, but
There's better ways to make money than that.
well, yeah, of course.
Yeah, I think so.
You know?
But I was gonna say, the Haktua girl, when she went on Bill Maher, and you know who Bill Maher is.
Yes. Yes.
And he offered her a show
Mm-hmm.
on his network,
Oh yeah.
like a sex and relationship show,
Oh okay.
because of
Okay.
the phrase that she used, the Haktua and the whatever.
Yeah.
So he offered her a show that would be of that nature.
Yeah.
And she kind of got like kind of uncomfortable, you know, because I think she feels like she doesn't want to degrade herself just having a podcast talking about sex.
Mm-hmm.
And now that she's known for using that phrase,
Yeah.
that's like a sexual thing. So now everybody thinks of her as,
The Haktua girl.
yeah, exactly. That's what she's called,
Yeah.
you know. But I don't think she wants to be known as that.
No, she doesn't. So now she's got to try to carve out another path
Yeah.
and and what's her identity? Because she's still young. She's in her 20s, right?
Yeah. She's like
So-
22.
Yeah. So she's young. So she's still trying to figure out who she is.
Mm-hmm.
She's still trying to figure out who she is.
Now she's just super famous just overnight.
Yeah. And doesn't know what to do with it. And
Yeah.
other people are going to try to exploit and capitalize on that.
Of course.
And they'll try to exploit her, unfortunately.
Of course.
Yeah.
That happens
Yes.
with just about not anybody, but that's happened with a lot of people that have gotten famous overnight.
Yes.
Even musicians, that's happened with.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Because they don't know any better.
Yeah.
Because they'll throw everything nice and shiny in front of your face. And
Yeah,
then,
that happens a
they'll
lot in the
exploit you.
music industry.
yes.
Like there's this rapper, his name is Designer. He had a huge song in 2014 called Panda. I'm 100% sure you've heard it
I'm
before.
sure. Yeah.
But it was a huge song, like an absolute smash.
Yeah.
And Kanye West came to him and their label and offered him some kind of deal or whatever for the song, and I guess he was going to sign to Kanye West's label, and I guess they gave him some money up front because they always give you money up front
Yes.
for the deal or whatever, and then you'll get whatever percentage of the earnings. They get most of it. But the song ended up being on Kanye West's album. It
Oh
wasn't on Designer's
gosh.
album. It was on Kanye West's album, and he did like a remix to it or whatever. And he ended up being basically nothing in the music industry,
Yeah.
And he had a huge song,
Yeah.
and they just took advantage of him. And he didn't know any better.
Yeah.
It happens all the time.
You gotta edit that out.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, and that's when that's whenever you need to
Yeah.
that's why you need to have, if you're going to be in that industry, you need to have, family and good people around you and that are really going to watch out for you
Yeah.
and question everything, and have a good lawyer. Have a good lawyer.
Oh yeah, of course.
You have to, not somebody that's their lawyer, your own lawyer. Hire a good lawyer. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's
I
what you
agree.
need. Yeah. Be smart about it.
I completely agree.
Yes. Just saying. So,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, the mukbang stuff's interesting. So you also wanted to go into something that's called ASMR,
Yeah.
and you showed me, or you played something for me, and I didn't like it.
What do you mean you didn't like it?
I didn't find it very smoothing.
Smoothing? He said
Smoothing.
Soothing.
Yeah, it wasn't soothing.
Well, let me read the definition of ASMR, and it kind of explains. Well, not explains, but here, ASMR is an autonomous sensory meridian response.
Okay.
It's a tingling sensation that usually begins on the scalp and moves down the back of the neck and upper spine. A pleasant form of paresthesia, it has been compared with auditory tactile synesthesia and may overlap with. I don't know what any of this means,
Okay.
but it's a term that people get when they watch a stimulating video. So, and a lot of that is audible stimulation, I guess.
Okay.
And that's kind of also a reason why people watch mukbangs.
Yeah,
Because,
for the sound. Yeah.
yeah, they like to hear the chewing and the swallowing, swallowing the food and all that.
And I don't. I know. Okay. So I've been doing ASMR too, and I didn't know it.
Yeah, you have.
And I'm like, ooh. That's probably why I don't like it. Okay.
Yeah.
It's just weird.
Y'all
I'll
do.
listen to it for a little bit. I'm like, oh gosh. I'm like, okay, I can't take it anymore.
Well, y'all do. I don't, because I'm older.
No, but you'll have to listen to it, and then I bet you'll see Mom in there watching
No,
mukbang.
I don't think so.
Here, I'm gonna play a little audio
I don't think I will.
of some ASMR.
You will.
Listen,
What is it?
I'm gonna play a little audio of some ASMR.
Okay.
Okay. This is ASMR for those who want to sleep soundly. So she's tapping some wooden spoons. She's rubbing something.
So, no. What's that? Yeah.
Here she's playing with cat toys. This is Velcro. You get the idea. I can't play too much of it, but it's basically, yeah, it's somebody. They'll usually talk real soft like this.
Yes.
And maybe most of the time it's a girl with really long nails, and she'll tap her nails on the microphone, and it creates a really interesting sound that might make you tingle, give you a tingling sensation.
I didn't like any of that sound. None of that sound would make me want to go to sleep.
Me either.
I would rather listen to a podcast, or I would rather listen to a YouTube video. I would not want to, like, that would not relax me. Now I'll tell you what I'll tell you what I can listen to. And I guess it is ASMR. Now, like if I want to listen to like some raindrops or something like that will make me relax.
Yeah, but that's different. That ASMR specifically is supposed to give you a tingling sensation.
No, that did not give me. That was irritating.
Irritating.
Yes. That was like, okay,
telling you.
that's too much in my head.
What do you mean?
I did not like it.
You didn't like it,
No.
so you don't like to tingle?
That did not make me tingle. That did not make me tingle. You know what the Mardi Gras mustard sauce at Popeyes makes me tingle.
Yeah, me too.
That stuff she's done would keep you awake.
No.
It wouldn't put you to sleep,
Well, for some people, for a lot of people, it relaxes them.
No,
Like you said, the rain, a tinkling, running, or raining.
Yeah.
Make you go to sleep.
Oh yeah.
You listen to it. Calms your nerves.
Like thunder and lightning, like a thunderstorm, I could sleep. I could sleep through a thunderstorm.
Yeah.
I can.
Yeah, me too. I listen to rain sounds sometimes.
Oh yeah, I could do that. Yeah. But that, no. I'm sorry. And then you're like, this is a cat toy, and this is Velcro. This is sandpaper. It's like, what the?
Well, it's just creating interesting sounds, isolating them,
No.
and
No, that wouldn't.
it's pleasurable
Yeah,
to people.
No, don't think so. I don't like it.
You have to have something else like a TV putting you to sleep or something like that,
That's what puts you to sleep. That's what.
Well, you
yeah,
can
looking at a
watch
movie.
you can watch that on your TV.
That's what
Yeah.
put mom. That television or a movie is what puts mom to
Yeah.
sleep.
Yeah, it does. And then sometimes I start looking at it and I'll go sleep and it'll be over in the time I wake up. I'll wake up and it's over. So I had like a little sleep.
Your
good
favorite
sleep.
movie is like what? Whatever happened to Baby Jane?
No. Now I like Dawn,
Dong? What's
Oh.
dong?
the ape movie.
Dawn.
Dawn.
Dawn of the. Dawn of
You
the.
said dong.
She likes Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
That's the favorite one right now.
I
Is
like
that the new one?
No, that's the second one after Rise.
Oh.
Yeah, I like Rise and I like that. That's why I watch them till I get tired
Love
of
it.
Till I get tired of.
Mm-hmm.
She watches that probably like every night. You watch it
Yeah.
every night, don't you?
Yeah, I do. Pretty much so.
Where he goes, go! That's the first time they hear the ape speak.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first time they hear Caesar speak. Yeah. Like I can fall asleep at anything. When I'm tired, I can fall asleep. But I usually am watching YouTube videos. And I
Yeah.
go to sleep.
Some people like soft music. They do,
Yeah.
something like that. But
Classical music will put me to sleep. I like
Yeah,
that. But I don't like
time.
anything where they're making random freaking noises like that. That's not tingling. That's not like spine tingling. It's not anything that's tapping into any senses.
Well, maybe you're just not evolved.
I'm
Maybe
not
that.
evolved. Probably not, I guess. Maybe I'm old and set in my ways.
No, it's not. It's not really appealing. I mean, sometimes it is. I'm not gonna lie. Like when I'm scrolling on TikTok and there'll be somebody doing some ASMR, I might watch it just for a minute.
I might have to check it out more, but I just like that. No. No.
Like there's this one where this girl, she has like this. It's like a dog toy, but it's a waffle, and she like plays with it with her fingers, and she'll bite it. And then there's just something satisfying about it, Or there's this.
there's this thing on TikTok, and I don't know if it's like it's just like a I don't know if it's a if it's just like a commercial or an advertisement for something, but it's like this lady's playing with some noodles and it's making like this noise, like this weird kind of squishy noise, but she's playing with noodles or something. And then I don't know, it's making some kind of weird noise.
Well, yeah,
Uncooked
that's
noodles
probably
or
that's
It's
probably
more
ASMR.
like it's ASMR.
hard
Yeah.
Yeah.
cooked noodles, uncooked noodles.
No, they're soft noodles, like
Soft
ramen noodles.
Oh,
But yeah, it's
yeah.
like
Oh,
weird.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like we live in a weird society.
There's this one TikTok account that's it's a candy store, and they do these ones where they're scooping different candies out, and they all make a different sound.
Uh,
That's pretty satisfying. to
that
me.
might be kind of cool.
Yeah.
But see, that because I'm looking at candy. It's food. It'd be appetizing.
No, I like the sound. There's something about the sound.
There'd be something interesting about like the sound of, like gummy bears and gummy worms. And
Yeah, but
that's
it's
'cause
all
you
different.
Like
Like-
always eating gummy bears.
I love gummy bears.
So.
I do. I should have.
Tristan,
There.
go
Oh,
start.
oh my
Tristan,
god.
don't forget, get me some gummy bears.
They was so cute. There was this little. He probably was about 3 years old or 4 years old. There's this little black boy in Walmart, and he had a bag of gummy bears that I always buy. We were checking out, and he was just talking to me. He was like, and I said, "Oh, you got gummy bears?" He's like, "Yep, I got gummy bears." Boop, boop, boop. It's so cute. He was so cute, and he was just smiling at me. I was like, "Oh, I want to take you home."
I doubt it.
I know, but I'll take you home for a while and then send you back. But yeah, it's so cute.
Yeah.
Made me miss you being young. So
Oh well. You know
I know.
you know what I fall asleep to?
What?
I will listen to scary stories.
I can fall asleep to anything true crime.
But they're like horror stories, or they're like real stories, like that are just scary stories. Because there's this YouTube channel called Let's Read, and it's this guy. He reads all these stories. Like some of them are from Reddit, some of them are like creepy pastas. Do you know what a creepy pasta is?
No, I've never heard of that.
It's basically just a scary story.
Are they true
from-
stories or are
from
they
the-
just made up stories?
I think a lot of them on his channel are true stories, but some of them are just like creepy pastas. Like they're fake stories.
Like creepy, like adult bedtime stories.
I guess. But they're like scary. They're scary
I
stories.
would like be kind of like take
And
you
he-
back to your childhood.
And he has so many different ones. Like he has
That's
Ti-
interesting.
10 cabin in the woods stories, or 20 stranger stories, or 15 scary Walmart stories, 10 scary graveyard shift story, like just so many different kinds of stories.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
I've also been falling asleep to westerns lately.
Tristan likes westerns.
Like audiobooks.
Yeah.
Oh, do you?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I love westerns.
Not until I went into his room and I was like, "What is this? Why are you watching this old ass western?" He's like,
I-
"I like them."
Yeah, I enjoy westerns.
Oh, this Western I like is the good and bad and the ugly.
That's the only.
Actually.
That's not true.
Well, I know it ain't true.
No,
But that's a Western. I like it.
no, I'm saying that's. I'm just. No, I'm saying that's not the only western you like.
Pretty much so it is.
No, you like The Rifleman.
Well, yeah, I like that.
Old House on the Little House on the Prairie is kind of a western.
He
Well,
said
that ain't
the
not
old
really a Western. I don't know. It's
That's not a western.
But it's an old timey story.
Old time show.
Yeah. You know I've
It's not
been.
really a western.
I guess,
You know
It's
I've.
covered wagon times.
You know I've been to her house.
Laura Ingalls Wilder.
Yeah, I've been to her house
What's it
before.
look like?
I don't remember.
He was young when he
I was
went
9
there.
years old. We
Yeah,
took.
He was young.
Inside.
I don't remember if we went inside, but we took a field trip in third grade to
Yeah.
to the house, to Laura Ingalls Wilder's house.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
I'd like to go in there.
Well, you have to go back to Missouri.
I know, and I ain't going back to Mo.
Moo. Moo mo. Moo mo. We're not going back no moo mo.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I ain't never
I might
been.
go back there to visit.
Of course.
No,
Of
but-
course we will.
To live. I want to live in Mo again, Missouri.
Mhm.
No, I don't want to. So
Do you?
No.
no, I love Florida too much.
So there's one last thing that I want to bring up.
Yes.
and it's there's been a phenomena of people falling in love with computers.
Well, I don't know.
Do you know about this?
No.
So there's this one specific one. I forgot what the name of it is. It's really popular, like in other countries. But it's basically like an AI chatbot that talks to you, and I think you can choose like if you want it to be a boy or a girl or something,
Oh, really?
and you just go back and forth with it, and you like build a relationship with it,
Mm.
and it responds the same way to you. And I guess it pretends to be like your boyfriend or your girlfriend.
Something, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And there's people that are actually falling in love with these things.
Really?
Yeah. Instead of real people.
I don't know.
What do you think of that?
I can't see it to know.
I mean,
I
just
don't. I don't know. Why would you want something like that? You know, it's not. You're talking to a real person.
well, I mean, it's like you're talking to a real person.
Yeah, but
You're
you're not.
communicating. You are communicating, and it's showing some affection.
No, you're not communicating with nothing.
but you, but but
You're not.
you're not. But it feels like you are.
Well, not to me. It wouldn't. I don't think I would fall in love with that. You know,
Hmm.
not really.
Well, a lot of these people are probably lonely and can't find people in real life.
Well, some people, I guess, will.
So they have something, even
Yeah.
if it's an AI, that shows them affection.
Well, yeah, I guess some people would think that would do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
That's true.
Would you make a friend with the chatbot, Mom?
No.
No. She's mom's gonna answer for me. No. Answer no. What the hell is wrong with you? You're not gonna be friends with a damn robot.
You sat there procrastinating. So.
No. What's wrong with you? No, I would not. No, because you need to have human connection. But I get it. Like I can see your side of it though too, or somebody else's side. Like if they're really lonely and maybe they are antisocial
Yeah.
and they don't maybe like people and they would rather be friends with the computer. Okay,
Yeah, I guess.
you know, um, for people falling in love with it.
No, I wouldn't.
I mean, what are you in love with?
Yeah.
Because how can something that's AI show you true emotion?
Well, it's pretending to show emotion,
So it's not genuine.
but it feels genuine. Maybe in their mind it is. You know, the words that they're saying.
No, that.
Yeah, well, I mean, in their mind, yes, in their mind, and
Yeah.
in that individual's mind, but it's just altered reality. It's irrational thinking. It's
Yeah,
illogical
not,
thinking.
you know,
It's not.
ain't
It's
real.
not real. It's not real.
But this is something that's been going on since before chatbots.
Yeah.
There's people that fall in love with dolls.
Yes.
Like sex dolls, but they're like
Yes.
super realistic.
Yes, they do.
Like there's like an episode of a TV show. I'm sure there's
But
multiple.
I think that comes more or less like that way that individual is in control, and then that individual's like, I'm not going to be hurt. That's a protection thing, I think. That's a way for people to protect themselves in their heart. And then if I'm not, you can't really be vulnerable with something. It's a way to kind of keep your guard up, I think.
Maybe. But my thought is, with the evolution of AI, it's only going to get better. And these dolls are only going to get better. Robotics are only getting better. There's robots. There's real robots now.
Yeah.
So these AI are going to be put into these robots. And I'm sure they're going to make ones that look like a real person.
Of course they will.
And it's going to speak. They already have some that they don't look like a person, but they are speaking. They answer your questions like a
Yes.
person would.
Yes, they do.
And people are going to fall in love with these things
Yeah.
because it's going to be like a person.
Yeah.
And I think it's only going to get better. And eventually, yeah, people are going to have like real talking robots as partners at some point.
Yeah.
I can't see that.
It's gonna happen. I think without a doubt it's gonna happen.
I think by the time you have a child or your child has a child, yes, it'll be the norm. It won't seem so weird. I think like me and mom are like, what the,
I can't
you
see
know,
that.
but even, yeah, I mean, I just think
Well,
it's,
no, you can't. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but you can't see that. But did you foresee the internet or touchscreen
That's
phones?
different.
How is it different? I'm saying you couldn't see that. You can't see there being robots that are like people. But you didn't see any of the technology that we have now either.
No.
You
you
know.
know what I thought? I thought by this time, because of the Back to the Future movies, I thought we'd have flying cars. I
Yeah, it was
did.
supposed to be
I did.
2015 we were supposed to
Yeah,
have a
I was
car.
looking forward to a flying car. Like, I was kind of disappointed when we got to that year and there were no flying cars.
Yeah.
Well,
I actually
yeah.
was looking forward to that.
Me too.
Well, we went to Universal. Me and Tracy rode in the DeLorean.
We did. I
Well,
know.
it was a
I remember that.
DeLorean ride.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And
rode that.
was like real.
It was fun. I was like, man, I would love
know,
this.
wow,
I'd
it
love to
was
be in a
neat.
flying car.
Yeah.
I could see it happening. I'm just talking about.
It's
I
right.
think. I think that I think we're already in a state now where we are not. There's no people don't want human connection because the world is so crazy.
Well, it's not because the world is crazy.
No, it's
of
because the world is crazy. And
but
because
it's not that people don't want human connection. It's that people connect through devices now. People are less
How is
people
that-
text and do
You're not
whatever.
understanding what I'm saying, because that's the way, and this is why I love our conversations, because that's the way you grew up connecting. Our generation did not grow up connecting that way. And so when we think about human connect, like my definition of human connection is different than your definition of human connection.
No, it's not.
Which is not bad, because you have to think of it this way, Tristan. Like, we did not have phones. We did not have cell phones when we connected. Whenever we wanted to connect with people, you actually met people, you talked to people, you went to people's homes and talked to them.
Yeah.
You did not have the technology that you have now. So when you wanted to engage with somebody, you had to make an effort. You couldn't just click and be like, hey, I'm going to find you on Facebook, or I'm going to email you, or whatever. Just friend me on Instagram. That wasn't it wasn't like that. Not saying that's wrong now, but there was more of an effort then in the way that people connected.
Mm-hmm.
And so people are just connecting through technology. There's not as much human face-to-face interaction. The way that people are connecting now is completely through phone, or it's completely through email, or it's video. It's not personal as it used to be.
Well, no, I agree.
different.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
I don't have a different definition.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I'm just saying that the reason for the lack of connection is because of technology.
Yeah.
Because you have a choice now to just
Yes.
use a device instead. You don't have to travel to
Right.
talk to somebody.
But I think people should get back to traveling to see people. I think they should. And I think that's probably what's wrong with society. Now, is everybody's like, oh, I'll just get through phone, or I don't want to talk to them. Bloop, I'm just gonna hang up. I mean, there's just not. I think people need to. I love the post that I'll see on Facebook is like how whenever you were kids, you knew where everybody was because everybody's bike would be in somebody's yard, and that's how we knew where everybody was. And because we knew exactly whose bike was whose.
Yeah.
And if we wanted to be there or not, if we was beefing with that person because we knew what their bike looked like. I mean, that was like the old school way of doing it. And like now it's just, I don't like, I'm going to unfriend you. I mean, it's like people are connected, but they're disconnected,
Yeah.
and it's kind of So like the internet and technology is a gift, but it can also be a little bit of
Because they can text a
a
whole
curse
dang
too.
conversation with you over text.
And then you don't understand what people are saying too,
Yeah,
because of
that's
people, there
true.
can be a lot of
Text.
Yeah,
miscommunication.
because there's a lack of nuance in just
Yes,
text
yes,
and
there
the way you're
is.
saying something
No,
Yes,
or the
it's not.
context in which you're saying something.
Mm.
yes, very much
That gets
so.
lost.
Yeah,
Really,
it does.
lost in translation. Absolutely,
Yeah.
it does. And then people are like, "What the hell do you mean by that?" I was like, "I didn't even mean
I
that." Whoa,
mean
whoa,
that,
whoa!
yeah.
What you unfriend me for?
Yeah.
Instead of people picking up the phone and having a conversation, they just do it through text, or they just will have conversations through Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
and instead of just picking up a phone. And they got each other's phone number,
Yeah.
and they won't communicate.
No, they
That's
won't.
just how society is now. And so with that being said, I think that drives why people would rather connect with a robot. Because
Yes.
because there's the lack of communication, there's this lack of connection, like true connection with people. They're like, well, shit, I'd rather be friends with a robot,
Well, yeah. Well, you can.
because at least I can
Well,
kind of control that, and then I
yeah.
can kind of,
Well, you can cuss at a robot and do all this kind of stuff to it, and ain't gonna cuss you back. You know.
No,
Yeah, you
no.
can say anything, do everything to it. You know, I'm like,
Yeah.
okay,
Yes,
they ain't gonna say
exactly.
nothing back to me.
Right. You have some sort of control
Yeah.
over yeah. I mean, what kind of emotion is an AI chatbot going to give you?
I don't know. Not unless it becomes sentient someday.
Right.
You know,
So that's why
which I think it will.
that's probably why you're seeing more people fall in love with or develop relationships with that, because
Well, I think it's only going to get better. It's only going to get more and more human-like.
it will. That's going to happen.
You
Yes.
know,
I
And
agree.
It would be the same as if you had like a long distance relationship with somebody, except it's a chatbot. You know.
But if you have a long distance relationship with someone, you eventually meet up and you at least have conversations over the phone. There's a difference.
Well, yeah, but you can talk to AI, and it'll talk back. You know. You may, and I bet at some point they'll have a thing where you can create your own AI avatar that has its own face and whatever, and you'll be able to talk to it. I'm sure that's gonna happen.
But it's not showing it's not having like its own emotions. It's basing its responses off of what you are chatting and putting in.
Yeah.
It's not like it has like its own thought process, and like it has its own emotions that are driving what it's saying to you. It's not human.
But I don't think it's impossible that it will someday. I don't think it's impossible.
Well, I don't think it's impossible either, but that's not what's happening right now.
No, not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet.
So, but yeah, it's an interesting topic, interesting conversation.
What would you think if I fell in love? I think we might have talked about this before. What would you think?
We did. It was kind
Yeah.
of like not the AI chatbot, but we did talk about like
about
people-
sex robots.
We did talk about sex robots. Yeah,
Yeah.
Lord.
we did. I think we may have gotten quite a few reviews on that, or views on that one.
Yeah.
If you fell in love with one,
Yeah.
oh my gosh.
But say it was one that was like high tech and like spoke. And it was
Kristen,
nice.
I would look at you and be like, "What are you doing?" I would pull me and you would go for a drive, and we would have a conversation.
With her?
No, with you. I would have a conversation with you. Yes, like what's going on with you?
But what if
No judgment, but I would be like, okay, what's really going on?
But what if it was
I think I would have to put on my counselor hat with you.
But what if it was to a point where these robots, I guess, had their own rights? Like they had like robot rights, and they were treated as
Human?
almost basically treated as human, but they weren't. They were artificial.
If they can't sweat, bleed, and go to the bathroom, then no, we're not having that discussion. Ain't that right? Ain't that
Still
right?
a robot. I don't care what you do.
It's still a
I
robot.
don't care what you do to it,
It's still a robot.
You're just talking to something ain't even there.
I'd be like, do you have a heart? Do you bleed?
Mechanical stuff,
No. So, no.
Wow. Okay. That's fine.
The only thing I think of when I think of that is the robot off of Rocky 4
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
that just talks like a female. You can program it to do
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah. Would you want a robot for?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For a girlfriend?
No, not for a girlfriend. But I think.
Somebody talk, programmer
But
to talk to.
I think it would be
you
pretty
know,
cool.
Some conversation.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. You know,
You know.
they have robot dogs too. They're like thousands of dollars, and they do
Yeah.
they do tricks and stuff.
Drika would be freaked out if I bought a robot
Yeah,
dog.
but it doesn't look like a dog. It looks like just a machine, not like a machine,
A machine.
but
But
it looks like a robot.
You can see
Right.
something
But it's
like
shaped-
that,
it's
but
shaped
not
like a dog.
robot. Well, ain't human, but not a robot. You can see that about a dog. You know, you can have a robot for a dog, I guess.
That'd be
You know what
so
I'm saying?
weird.
You know what I'm saying?
It's strange. No, I would rather just have a little spider monkey.
Well, if you don't want a real dog, I mean,
No,
you
I
know.
would no. Just get a monkey like you wanted. I would rather you had the monkey. Okay, we will just get the monkey. No robots.
No. Uh-uh.
Although it would be nice to have one to clean the house.
Wow, see there? That's slavery. You're just
It's
describing-
not a slave
just
slave
slavery. Oh,
driver.
it'd be nice to get one to clean the house. Huh?
Yeah, why not?
If he gets out of line, deactivate him.
Yeah.
And see, that's going to cause the rebellion, and that's when the robots are going to kill us, because you're going to be punishing them.
like the Terminator.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you can get a robot maid to clean your house.
Me and Mom were thinking ahead, trying to
Clean
get
your
them
house.
jobs
Yeah, clean your
with
house.
benefits.
Yeah,
with
right.
benefits.
Yeah.
We would pay them very well.
Yeah.
We're talking about their rights.
Make 'em do
We want them to
anything.
have rights. Equal pay.
A good thing you ain't gotta pay them. Just make them work.
Yeah, see there? See there? They're going to revolt against us.
That's involuntary servitude. You can't do that.
Yeah.
That's against the law. Even for a robot if they have rights.
It's going to be like Nat Turner all over again.
kill all this kill us all in
Yeah,
our
exactly.
sleep. Oh my gosh, this conversation went somewhere else.
Yeah.
I don't know where.
I think this is a good way to wrap it up. Wrap up the episode.
Oh
Just-
my
just
goodness,
be
I love
careful.
it.
Be careful out there whenever there's robots. Don't be too mean to it.
Wow, I love our conversations. Awesome. Yes, I love it.
Mm-hmm.
What else can we say? It is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's episode 21.
21.
So, remember, we're on YouTube. Comment, like, subscribe.
Yeah, check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts.
iHeartRadio.
Yeah.
And we have our Instagram page and our TikTok
Mm-hmm.
page as well.
We also have a Facebook group.
Yes, we do. That is the Tay and Tristan Hour.
Twist Tay and Twist 'em.
Tay and twist. Twister.
The Tay and Tristan Hour community group on Facebook. And also we have tayandtristan.com website. So yeah.
Yeah.
So check that out. I do update the gallery on that, and we're gonna have an updated newsletter coming out in the next couple of weeks. So check that out on our website.
All right, there you go. This has been episode 21. We
All right, you guys.
appreciate you guys for watching.
Thanks, you guys.
We'll see
Take
you later.
care.
Bye-bye.
Peace.
See you next Saturday.